Hey, old buddy. What's up, guys? So, can you guess what tonight is? Well, it's ladies' night, of course. And we're going to be taking 4 of our favorite ladies. And we're going to be taking them into World Boss Legend. We're going to be doing the quick and dirty like we usually do. On that note, I feel like, the quick and dirty, it's getting kind of stale, right? It's starting to feel, a bit repetitive. And one thing I noticed is that the video that on the thumbnail, it says like stage 39 one shot, and it's got Moonstone on it. That one seemed to do pretty well compared to all the others. And that one was me, doing like full runs. I think I did 4 of my 5 daily clears in that run. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. If you'd prefer to see like the whole run versus the quick and dirty, right? So hit me up on that note. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking Miss Moonstone, right? Just because she's a monster and we all know. And I don't know. It's almost unfair to compare any other character to her, right? Maybe besides like Sharon Rogers. And speaking of which, we're going to be taking her as well, Sharon Rogers. We're going to be taking Rogue because, she's brand new, and I know other, creators, covered her and probably compared her against other characters. I'm really not sure. That's kind of what I heard. And then a little bit of a twist here. So Scarlet Witch. Now, right now I have a rage on her, and we're going to run her. We're going to run Scarlet Witch with the same team up as all, the other 3 with the rage that she has on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swap this rage for a Judgement, and we're going to see, what the difference is, right? Just to spice things up just a little bit, right? Besides doing the same old. I do have some other content that I actually want to get to, which I think is a bit spicy. And it's just like there's some preparations that just need to be made in order for me to put it out. So it's not something that I can just, put out on a whim, if you see what I'm saying. Another note, so for maybe one of my next videos is what I want to do is I actually want to, so I'm going to put a list. I think there's 19 characters, 18 or 19 on this list. And I chose these characters because they could either, so they either have, I believe they all have rages on, as a matter of fact. All 19 of these characters all have rages on, and they all could benefit from either a Judgment or an energy. Like either it's been tested and they can work with an energy proc, or they do elemental damage and they could swap to a Judgment. And I'm going to put the list of these characters in the description of this video. And I want you to check it out, and I want you to maybe, vote for like, I don't know, maybe I could fit like 5 or 7 of these characters into a video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to test, the difference with the rage that they have on, and then either a Judgment or an energy, just to see, what the difference is. Because it seems like, if I want them to be useful, at least for, for KNULL, because I'm actually at stage 40 now. I haven't ran stage 40 yet, but I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be 100% because I already have the thumbnail made and everything for Quicksilver stage 40 with an energy. So I'll probably, do like maybe, like a minute with rage, see where he falls, and then, swap that to energy. Just because, he doesn't do all that well with rage for KNULL. I'm hoping that it's a massive difference, a massive spike in damage with an energy, but I'm not sure if that's, actually going to be the case. We'll see, though. We'll see. So, in any case, I'm going to put a list of 19 of these characters. I think it's 18 or 19. And I want you to choose 5 to 7 characters that you would like to see in, like, one of the next videos that you'd like to see, compete and see where, their damage and their difference lies being swapped to a Judgment or an energy. Because most of these characters, they're all underused characters. They're not to be considered of, like, the meta. Not your first choice in terms of clearing KNULL World Boss Legend, if you catch my drift. Okay, so with that being said, let's take our first character into, so we're going to go to World Boss. We're going to do stage 25. We're going to do stage 25, and we're going to run with this team up. So the team up's going to be Jean Grey lead with Valkyrie support, and then the other character. So this way, it's all even across the board. They all, like, there's no, it's not, you know, an increase to energy damage or physical damage or anything like that, or universal type characters, because, you know, there's none of them are universal anyways. But you get what I'm saying. So let's run Rogue first, and we're quick and dirty. The 60 to 30 bars. We're gonna clock our time, and then we're gonna run the next, and then we're gonna finish with Scarlet Witch. And then that's when we're going to swap the rage off and throw a judgment on her and see just how she compares and what the difference actually is. So let's jump into it. Let's rock and roll here. So, and these are going to be the strikers. They don't favor energy or physical attack. It's all just increased damage. I swap the rogue. Hit a 3, 4 to the 5. There's no proc. But yeah, I like doing that where you can kind of snap back. It doesn't always work all the time. Somebody suggested to actually save 3. You can save 3, so when you get pushed back, you can I've never tried it yet, but somebody mentioned that you can do that. I like Rogue's rotation just because it's so quick and easy. And I mean she's tearing right through this, right? So we actually want to be able to use this tier 3 on the next rotation. And yeah, for those critics are like, you got to hit the co-op button. I'm not hitting the co-op button on purpose because I don't want there to be any discrepancies. I want to try to keep things as even and as fair as possible. Now, if I can just avoid it simply just through their like if there's a break in the rotation and I'm able to avoid it, I'll run to the back, but I'm not going to try to hit the co-op button. Okay, so is that like 349 with Rogue? Alright, next up is Miss Moonstone here. Let's see exactly how she stacks to Rogue. I'm guessing that she's gonna be just a bit faster, but let's find out. I think a lot of it's going to depend on how her procs work and if she can get past, this second. If she can knock out both of the, okay, we got trapped up. All right, okay, nice. Yeah, if she can knock out both of the Clintar cage phases, and if we can actually get a proc, that would be nice. So I think it's quite possible if procs worked out in favor that, okay, I'm just gonna wait for this 4. I think it's quite okay. So about what, 421, 422. Now you already know the sneaky bandit's got to pop up in here and do his thing, right? Okay, one thing I need to make note of is the builds on these characters. All right, so Moonstone, she's got a full stack. Fully Awaken ISO 8 set. She has a brilliant energy. It's kind of badly rolled. I'm going to be rolling this in the near future. But in any case, it's a brilliant. And next, we have Sharon Rogers. She has, I think she has 14 Odin's Blessings. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, she has 14 Odin's Blessings. Fully Awaken ISO 8 set. And she has a mighty energy. Now, let's go over to Rogue. Rogue, she's got 14, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, it's easier to count the ones that I don't have. So she has 14 Odin's Blessings. She has a stage 11 ISO 8 set, and she has a Judgment. Now let's go over to Scarlet Witch. Now she has 0 Odin's Blessings. She has a stage 9 Power of Angry Hulk, and she has basically the same, Judgment as Rogue does. Now I'm showing you this to illustrate the fact that Scarlet Witch is she's kind of batting. She's playing at a handicap level because she's not on the same playing field. So the times that we have here, like Rogue, she clocked in at 349 and Scarlet Witch at 310. After putting the Judgment on her, she, that could increase if she had the same exact build as Rogue. If we increased our ISO 8 set and gave her 14 Odin's Blessings, I would imagine that would narrow it down. It would probably give Scarlet Witch another I don't know, I'd say maybe 20 seconds or so. So that's something to keep note of. Now, back to your broadcasting. So as I mentioned, our girl Scarlet Witch is going to be last, so that only leaves Miss Sharon Rogers as our next contestant here. I think for the most part, me personally, I'm concerned and curious about how they stack up to Rogue, or how Rogue stacks up to them in particular. So yeah, we want to wait until he's about to slash us there, and then we come back and we hit him with it. So the damage right there can vary quite a bit, as a matter of fact. In my opinion, well, actually, it's not just my opinion. It's actually what happens. It's what it is. Because it just does. Sometimes I can get to like almost 50 bars even. Try to avoid this. You know, there's probably a quicker way to actually, I don't usually like keep her in the whole entire time. So there's probably a quicker way to actually get through this with her, like completely solo without swapping in or out at all. Okay, so it's at 353 with our girl Sharon Rogers. Alright, so last but not least is Miss Scarlet Witch here. Now, who thinks she's actually going to get, you know, a rework and a new uniform just because of, you know, WandaVision? I haven't watched any of it. Actually, no, I watched one episode. I watched the first episode, but I do have Disney Plus, and I'm pretty sure it's over, right? It's concluded. At least the first season is. So I gotta binge watch the rest of it, and that's what I was waiting for. I wanted to just watch it all at once. That's how I like to do it, and I know I'm not alone on that note. If you like to just binge watch the whole thing straight through, let me know if I'm not alone out here. All right, Scarlet Witch. Okay, click. I hate when it does that. And as we know, you know, the rage proc can be a bit funky, right? So she kind of gets beat up. You know, I should have brought Ancient One. I just didn't really think about it until just now. None of the other characters actually really needed it, right? I mean, she doesn't seem to be doing all that bad, but she could be doing a little bit better. I'm just gonna try to, yeah, I'm gonna try just to bowl right through it. It's like, you know, her tier 3 does most of the damage there. Well, you get that huge spike in damage after. I know we're a little bit off proc, but I think this is just gonna work out better for her a little bit in the long run in terms of actually getting through this run a little bit faster. Okay, yeah, that's really not good because we want to use the tier 3 like maybe right about now, right? I mean, she's not doing terrible, but I'm guessing it's gonna be under 3 minutes maybe. How did I get trapped up there? I mean, please explain that to me. I was like way far out. Right? I mean, is that just me, or like am I just imagining things that I feel like I definitely shouldn't have got trapped up there? Oh, forgot to turn off my notifications. No, we're gonna use tier 3 here. It's a little bit outside of how I like to use it, but I don't know, there might be some diehard Scarlet Witch users out there who think maybe I'm butchering a rotation, but I don't think this is that bad. I use her very similar to this here. So yeah, under 3 minutes so far. And I mean, yeah, it's okay. We're gonna get. Are we going to get? Okay. I'm just kind of spamming here. I want to get through this as quickly as possible Give Scarlet Witch some. Okay, so about 240. About 240 with Miss Scarlet Witch. Now, okay, we could talk about these times real quick. Okay, so the fastest was obviously Moonstone. She just kind of blew them all out of the water. And then Sharon Rogers, who actually wasn't all that much faster than Rogue. About 4 seconds faster. Although I do feel like there was probably a little bit more left on the table with Sharon Rogers than Rogue. But Rogue is, I don't know. I feel like, you know, once you get the hang of how to play with Sharon Rogers, for the first, you know, 60 to 30, she becomes pretty easy. But Rogue is probably, you know, a bit more user friendly. She's a bit more user friendly. But yeah, I mean, she's strong. She's very strong. But in terms of like, so I actually tried you know, doing a clear with just Rogue and using basically. She got as much like leadership / buff. Actually, there aren't any leaderships that she can actually take advantage of in the 25 to 30. Like, I'll show you. The only thing she could take advantage of Storm's passive and then Valkyrie's passive. So I actually tried running her with Valkyrie and Storm, and, you know, just letting her take advantage of the passive. I mean, it's a shame that, like, okay, Crescent's leadership, it's 60% to combat types. It'd be really nice if it was just like physical damage across the board, or just like any of these characters had a leadership that could actually apply to her. That would be really nice. And the thing is, I use Raven. I use Raven for Moonstone, stage 39, so that was out of the question there. But yeah, I gave her both of those, and then I just ran Sharon Rogers 29 on stage 29 with Scarlet Witch lead, and I was able to get the clears. It wasn't necessarily easy. It was kind of tight, but I ended up doing it. So, and then Scarlet Witch she's way behind. She's way behind these gals, like over a minute. She is 1 minute and 9 seconds slower than Rogue. Yikes! So let's go ahead. Let's swap out the rage that's on her right now for a Judgment. Let me find one and let's get this done. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually very excited to see what the difference is actually going to be when we make this swap here. So let's rip that bad boy off. Let's lock it wherever it is. There it is. And I actually just pulled this one. This is a really nicely rolled Judgment. I gotta get more 6-star obelisks to do some rolls. I ended up rolling a bunch of these, but you know, I got a lot of them with like just low, like they're all, you know, they all have the max like proc on them, but they're just, yeah, I think all of them have it. Yeah, all of them have the max proc, but some like this, like it's high attack, but you want higher chain hit damage. Like I'd say at least 15. Like this one here is actually not that bad. This one here is kind of on the iffy side. This one is again on the iffy side. It's like, I don't know, I feel like you would gain so much more, you know, just by having a better roll on it. So I'll probably be rolling a lot of these. Definitely, yeah, probably definitely these two. The all attack is low. I feel like the chain hit is more important than the all attack. But in any case, let's go ahead and let's cue this up, baby. Let's see exactly what we're working with. Oh boy. All right. So she clocked in at 240. 240. Let's see how much faster she actually. Let's see if she can actually become a usable character now. Well, I mean, I think she's usable. It's just, okay, we're still getting tossed back. That's a given. I kind of want to give her Ancient One lead, but that would skew the. Yeah, we're getting messed up here. We're getting jacked up. She's definitely going faster. Definitely going faster. I'm going to try to sneak in a little bit more damage here. Yeah, for those that don't know, you can cancel as soon as you see the rocks or pull up those boulders on her tier 3, you can cancel it. I don't insta cancel 4. I wait until she does that like explosion deal. So we're not exactly where we want to be with the proc, but I'm going to try to sneak in some more damage here. We're going to get trapped up. I didn't want to use the 3 just because there's a really long cooldown on the 3. Okay, I'm gonna save the tier 3. I'm gonna use it right about now. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. I think so, anyways. Like I said, you know, I mean, I've played a decent amount with her, but she's not one of the characters I use all the time, so there may be a better way to go about doing things. But this seems to be working out just fine for me. We're going to use a tier 3 here. Yeah, I feel like we got shafted in the beginning too, but wow. Almost 310. We'll call it 310. 310. So we were at, wow, 30 seconds faster on stage 25. That brings her, you know, sort of in the running, a little bit in the running, but wow, look at the difference in time. I feel like she could do that even faster too. I do feel like the rage run was a little bit smoother than this run, even though it took longer. But wow, that is a tremendous difference. So now, as I mentioned earlier about different characters that I have rage on. So just to give you an example of some that I have in here. So okay, so Scarlet Witch was one of them. So Spider-Woman, I think Spider-Woman might actually be decent with the Judgement. So if you look at her skills, they all have lightning damage on them. And now I'm not sure if, okay, so well we know the decrease in resist, like, you know, KNULL is immune to any type of debuffs, so that really doesn't apply. But I think she's got a lot of hits on her skills, and she's got a lot of cancelable skills, and I think maybe an energy or even a Judgement might work on her. I'll have to look into that a little bit further, but I was planning on Judgement for Spider-Woman. So Doc, perhaps. Doc, maybe. I know he definitely can work with an energy, and I still have a really good build on him that I do plan on ripping off. I mean, I have what, 16 Odin's Blessings on him, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cho, I think Cho could, he could definitely work with an energy. I have rage on this guy. Who else? Captain Marvel, she can't really work with anything but a rage. Black Bolt can work with an energy, and I remember coming up through, you know, from 1 to 10 when I first started. No, Black Bolt he was doing all right, and I think that was when I had like lower Pierce on cards too. Star-Lord, pretty sure Star-Lord could work with an energy. I think we spoke about this before. He's got a decent build. Professor X, right? Judgment all day for this guy, right? I mean, he's got mind damage on. Doesn't have mind damage on his 5th. Well, in any case, he's got on all of his other skills. Dormammu. I think Dormammu could be a sleeper, and I still have a really good build on him as well. So Doctor Strange, I was gonna do like a different video, like just lesser tunes, you know, all together that are being used, like Doctor Strange being one of them. But he can't really do, you know, he needs a rage. So Namor, I think a lot of people have Namor built up, right, from before. Like, he was like one of the most powerful characters in the game, and then coming to KNULL, he doesn't do that much work, and now he's not needed for ABX anymore. So testing this guy out with a Judgement. So if you want to see him, make sure you comment. You know, Namor being one of those characters. Like I said, I'm gonna have this list in the description. Who else? Storm. Storm might. So that she packs a lot of damage on her tier 3, and you know, that could be a thing where basically you just spam all of her skills, get to her tier 3, and then she just, you know, unleashes hell. So that, you know, that could certainly be a thing. Who else did I have on here? Gwenom, Carnage, Venom. I don't know. I got a bunch on here. I'm not gonna go through them all now, but yeah, just keep an eye out for that. If that's something that you actually want to see, you know, look in the description, and you know, just name some characters, right? So name some characters off top of your head, and in any case, look in the description and then leave it in the comments. You know what, 5 to 7 characters. I'd say, you know, if you pick 5, and then I'll go through and I'll just look at the most popular characters that I actually been chosen. So we got a focus, which doesn't really matter all that much to me. But okay, we're getting the 6-star, which is kind of rare, right? So like usually you get the 5-star, and then we got 3 dodge. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And I always do this with you guys. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to story, and I'm gonna pop open these chests here. How many do I have? So yeah, and by the way, all these characters change. Oh, so before I forget, so the event here, right? You have 9 hours to spend your tokens. I'm guessing most people already went ahead and got the CTP. I actually got some of those tokens like when it first got initiated, and I got the CTP, and I got the Deadpool icon, and then I got the remainder with Awakening crystals. I'm probably just gonna get like I'm probably gonna get the uniform experience chips. That's probably what I'm gonna get. But here, so this all changed. And it's Heimdall, and then we have Ares as well. So Ares isn't all that bad. I'm gonna awaken him, and I asked some people in Discord if they want to see this. If you want to see Ares, gameplay with Ares, let me know, because I'll be awakening him. I'm not gonna awaken Heimdall though. I'm just not gonna do it. I think that's bad business. So let's go ahead and let's. Why do I have 3 of those 2 but 2 of the others? I don't know. That's strange. But in any case, let's go ahead. We're hoping for the fully awaken. I didn't get one of those last time, and it's not looking too pretty for us now. Oh, okay. I like that one. I will take that. I'll take it in our run. All right, we want some Odin's Blessings here. How many do we have? We have 4. And I think I have all the other characters for this story. That's not bad. I'll definitely take that over a 6-star energy defense. And again, more TCP. Can never have enough of it. Crit damage. Okay, last one here. Last one. What do we got? And HP. Okay, I kind of need the HP ones. Actually, I used all mine in like combining for the Odin's Blessing chance up. Use so many. Okay, a 6-star. Use so many, so much gold and so many 6-star, Uru. Because right, you gotta spend the gold to actually rank it up to 6-star. If you don't have a whole bunch of them. Okay, so we got 1 out of 4. That's not the worst thing. And then let's get our free character here. Who do we got? 24. All right. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I have 2 comments and 1 account lookup, as a matter of fact, before I end the video. So, if that's not your bag, thank you for watching. Well, actually, before I get to that, so yeah, in conclusion, yeah, Moonstone the fastest, Sharon Rogers, Rogue. So Moonstone 422, Sharon Rogers 353, Rogue 349. So Rogue stacks up with the meta. She just does. She's strong. She's definitely worth building. 100%. She can get you some clears on World Boss Legend. And I haven't seen any gameplay. Like honestly, I don't have time to watch like videos from Marvel Future Fight videos from any other content creators. I just don't anymore. Now that I'm making these videos, I wish I did, but I just don't. So I hear that other people, other guys made some videos on Rogue PvE and PvP, but it was to be known that she has some PvP value, but I don't think she's gonna really win any timeline matches for you. She's not gonna be your main damage dealer in any case. And Scarlet Witch, I'm surprised with Scarlet Witch. I'm happy about that. I really hope she gets a rework. I really do. But she could possibly be a character that I actually swap in for a few minutes to actually do some damage at this point, now that she has the Judgment. All right, so let's jump into these comments here. All right, first up, what do we got? All right, where you at? Here we go. All right, so this guy, Ha Wong, says, "Hi, Godzilla, new subscriber here. Yeah, I took the screenshot like, I don't know, days ago. It was when this video was out. So this was a little bit ago. I'm just getting to it now because, as you know, I haven't been doing the comments really, in the last like few videos." He says, "Love your work, by the way. Did anyone mention that you look similar to Adam Levine from Maroon 5. Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, people tell me that all the time. One of my jobs, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I was constantly interacting with people just like all day, and the people used to tell me that all the time. He was one of them. I have like a few lookalikes out there, and he was definitely one of them. Thanks for the comment, man, and thanks for the sub. Next up, we got, this guy says, hey, bro, I watch your videos. I try to learn from you. You're about the best player I've ever seen. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think I'm the best player. I don't think I'm the best player, but, you know, I think I spend enough time to where, you know, if I wasn't a good player, then I should probably just put it down. He says, I need your help, man. I can't beat KNULL. I can't beat him with my Sentry. I can't beat him with my Owen Reese. I can't beat him with my Sharon Rogers. I need your help, bro. My in-game name is Iceman444. Can you check me out and give me something I can work with? I think we can, man. If you can't beat him with, okay, first of all, your first problem is don't try to beat him with Owen Reese. Owen Reese, I mean, I took him in there and I tried him. He was so bad. He was terrible for KNULL. He's just really bad. He's a PvP character, and that's it. He does it really well, though. He's on my timeline team. I love using him. He solos most of my matches. He's really good for PvP, but for KNULL, don't even try it. So take him out. Don't even try that. Let's pull up your account and let's see what we got going on. And here we are. We're at Iceman444's account. He says he can't beat. So he can't beat KNULL with. I'm not sure if he's saying he can't beat him at all, or he just can't beat him with Sentry or Sharon Rogers. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll answer the question on both accounts, but I mean, looking at your cards, like, you have good cards, dude. Yeah, I mean, these are good cards. Like, that's an excellent roll. That's a good roll. Like, these are all good rolls. Look at your, okay, what do you got? This one almost fully crafted here. Okay, so you have, I mean, you have 74% energy attack, and then you have 68% physical attack. I mean, dude, you should be able to clear KNULL. All your other stats look really good. Let's look at your Sentry. You got a Rage on him. Okay. You have Overdrive on him. You have Fully Awaken ISO 8 set. Okay, I mean, it's low rolled stats, but he doesn't necessarily, like, you should be able to cap out the dodge otherwise. Well, okay. So, first off, you have physical attacking. Okay, this is why I need to do my character, you know, guide building video. It's not going to be like somebody sent me, because I was talking to somebody about, somebody sent me a screenshot of, like, Cynic Alex. He's got, like, this spreadsheet, and he's got these, like, proc rotate, you know, he's got, like, rage rotation and this and that. He's got, like, all this information on it. See, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you some general guidance, some general advice, basically some fundamentals, some things that won't change, that you should live by and stand by and not, you know, sway from in any way, shape, or form. Basically, some things that like it I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it just a push in the right direction is what I'm going to give you. I'm not going to give you all, you know. So, like, okay, first and foremost, he does energy attack, right? If you see energy attack there, you give him energy attack, Uru or Odin's Blessing. So you have 1, 2, 3. You have 3. Okay, so you have 3 physical attacking Odin's Blessings on him. I know you get the secondary stat, but no, take those off of him first and foremost. And, like, if you want him to be better for PvE, don't give him the heal Odin's Blessing. But, you know, we mentioned he's like the unicorn where you can give him like a PvP/PvE build and he'll do both for you. Yeah, we did establish that, but yeah, so take those physical attack Odin's Blessings off him for 1. And for 2, if you have an energy, give him an energy. He'll do much better with an energy. Watch any of my videos that I use Sentry, you'll see what his rotation actually is. And, okay, so you said Sharon Rogers. So you have an energy on her. It's got the max proc. You have Power of Angry Hulk. What is it? Stage, I don't know. Was that stage 10 maybe? 9 or 10? Okay, wow. Okay, so here you go. This is your problem right here. You have physical attacking Uru on a character that deals energy damage. Don't do that. So those red ones that say physical attack next to it, take those off, or, you know, don't unequip them, just destroy them. and put something that she needs. I don't know. Maybe she's not capped on ignore defense. Like, what's your... So you have movement speed rolled as your 4th gear. Okay, I need to do this character building video, and you need to watch it. But that's what you could do. Cap off her ignore defense and her skill cooldown, for 1. For 2, roll this to either probably crit damage. You probably want that as crit damage. She gets a crit rate buff. Or if for some reason she's not capped on skill cooldown or ignore defense, and after you replace those physical attacking Uru with either ignore defense or skill cooldown, and those aren't capped, then you can switch it to one of those. But that most likely should be crit damage. What is his? Movement speed. Okay, so unless you're capped on all the other stats, don't give him movement speed. That's like, if you're capped on every other useful stat, then that's when you could do movement speed. Okay, so I'm not even gonna look like... Okay, so give her something, but give her an energy, for Christ's sakes. Okay, so that's actually pretty good for him. I don't want to tell you to destroy that for an energy, because I'm not exactly sure how much more value you're gonna get from an energy, especially if you don't have a lot of them, because that's really good for him. But what else? Okay, so you built this character up fine, except you have an HP Uru on him. I'm not sure why you do that, unless, I don't know. Yeah, I can't see that having that much value for him. I just really can't. And roll that to the max stat. And you have a... Okay, so I suppose you can give him that, like, if you just need the secondary... Like, you need more of that skill cooldown on him. But he doesn't benefit from the physical attack. So, like, I wouldn't do that. And you got all of these Odin's Blessings on this guy. Alright, so I'm going to make this video. I'm going to make this, character building guide video, and it's not going to have any spreadsheets or anything like that. It's going to give you some really good general guidance and advice for building characters, because for Christ's sakes, it looks like we need it. It looks like we need it. Okay, so do what I told you to do. Hopefully that helps you out. And next character that you could work on, yeah, Cable. Finish Cable out. I'd say Cable will probably bring you more value than Odin or anybody else at this moment, and then finish off Moon Knight there. And if you have energies are going to be the best for both of them. And Rage for Odin. Actually, take an energy, give it to Sentry, the Rage you have on Sentry, give it to Odin, and then yeah, find a couple more for those guys. Let's see, do you have Transcendence on Mr. Fantastic? I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, right? He's not like really used for all that much. Oh yeah, finish Ghost Rider too. That's a fact. Okay, hope that helps you out, buddy. Next up, we got, okay, so Azu says, yo, Mr. Zill, I still keep my resources from the last 3 months, and I need your help. Check my account and see which one to pick up next. He's giving me his IGN and says, thank you for your help. Always a pleasure to watch your videos. Can you look on my account and give me some advice? I want to tier 3 2 characters and awaken 2 more. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through and look up his whole account and all that. I'm gonna do some scouting, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you what characters to do. Two tier 3 and then 2 awaken. All right, so here we are. We're at this man's account here, Azu, and okay. So after looking at your account, I'd say next tier 3 characters. So it's kind of tough right now between Odin, Cable, and Rogue. I'd say probably just because you have Odin and Cable like just about done, right? You have a few of his gears at 22, and then you have his at 25. So definitely finish off Cable first and foremost. He's going to bring you a ton of value for, like, he can score the highest in squad battle, no restriction on Vibranium. He can score highest in ABX on, his day, and then also on no restriction day. And then Odin, he's just, he's an animal in terms of, World Boss Legend, especially if you have no Pierce on your cards. And then after that, I'd probably go for Rogue after that. She seems to be very strong. And in terms of Awaken characters, so like you have Moon Knight just about, you have him at level 70. And I'd finish him off first and foremost. And for a second, I thought you didn't have Raven. I was going to say her just because of her support. Also, another tier 3, Cyclops isn't a bad choice just because he's cheap and because of his leadership / passive. And it goes a long way in Null. It does. And then for another Awaken character, I'd say, like, I don't see Gambit here, so I'm not sure if, like, oh yeah, here he is. So okay, so you already have Gambit. Okay, so I'd say probably Gambit. I'd say probably Gambit, or if not Gambit, then I'd say Bullseye. Bullseye, he's strong. So Gambit's a little bit stronger than him in terms of like World Boss Legend. They both have the same leadership, but Bullseye can be used for ABX. So he has a little more value in terms of that. But Gambit's going to, bring you more value in terms of just being stronger for World Boss Legend. All right, I hope that helps you out, my guy. And that brings us to conclude our daily video here. So yeah, remember, in the description, I'm going to put those characters. I'm going to put, I think there's 19 of them. So either like your top 5 or 7 that you want to see with that swap. And then for another video coming up, I'm going to do just lesser used tunes altogether. Not necessarily ones that could benefit from, like having a Judgement or an energy. So characters like maybe Doctor Strange, Apocalypse, maybe Thanos. Characters like that, and see exactly how they stack. So I'll run them, and then I'll run like a different character that we know to be strong. Maybe somebody like, I don't know, Ghost Rider, Odin, or like, I don't know, even Gambit, right? And we'll do that comparison. So stay tuned for all that, my friend. And you stay breezy out there, but most of all, you stay safe. Peace.